gave us two options. This is January and another date. The other date would coincide with a WTA 1000, wherein Alex would play for sure. So she didn't have a chance. If we chose that date, she wouldn't have a chance to play here. But in this situation, actually, it's still a win-win situation, because if she reaches like the third round or quarters, that's still big for Philippine women's tennis. There's a buzz. We'll all be really happy for her. And other options, like what happened to her when she lost the US Open in the first round. She went to play the Mexico WTA 125 and she won the tournament. So for those who are playing the Australian Open and those who won't make it to the succeeding rounds, there's a big chance that since they're in the region, they're already in Australia, instead of going back to Europe or the US or their home country, they would probably go here. That's why it's important that we also have wild cards that we could offer to them just in case they would want to play. And with your question, I mentioned earlier, there's a chance because for other Filipino players to play actually. Because as of now, even if the deadline is December 28th, there are already a lot of players who signed in. So for sure, the main draw would be complete, and some of them would spill over to the qualifying rounds.
The main draw will be 32 or
32. For WTA 125, it's 32. So some of our Filipino players could actually also play the qualifying.
First two
events.
days.
Yes. So it's a big opportunity, not just for the tennis community to watch, but some of our top players to experience playing with the top players.
So our Davis Cup team that got promoted will be going there as well.
Madis or yeah.
And secondly, I don't see any venue yet. So can we announce the venue already as early as the stage where it's going to be played?
Yeah, one of our challenges when we were discussing with WTA was the venue, because as Diane mentioned, they have strict requirements. So we gave them two options, a Rizal Memorial and the one in Bulacan. But the one in Bulacan...
where's in Bulacan?
In San Agustin. They have 11 world-class tennis courts, but it's too far. And there's a rule that the radius for the hotel should be like 30 minutes away. And it would be hard also for the crowd, for the people to go there. So we sent pictures, we inspected the result, but of course we have to do a lot of resurfacing, we have to put a lot of rooms, fix the locker rooms, everything. So yun po. So, maswerte po tayo, nandito yung mga katabi po natin. Ating napakasipag, wala pang tulog, chairman, at syempre, ang ating napakagaling na CEO, Sir Mark.
Kamusta yun? Galing sa Korea si Chairman Pato. Anyway, so we have to refurbish the field training center inside Rizal Memorial Sports Complex. So do we have it? Today is December 5. Do we have enough time?
Yes, we have enough time. So, no problem with the courts. In fact, we had an event 2 weeks ago. We had an Asian Coaches Conference and we used the center court. May problema po siya, but we finished it in 2 days. Tama, Ma'am Tonet? So we finished it in 2 days, but this one will do it better. And it's not the challenge, actually, it's not the court resurfacing. One of the bigger challenges, yung stands po.
Opo.
Yung gagawin po natin yung...
Doon sa covered court po.
Hindi po.
You don't?
So hindi po siya covered court because unfair po for the other players if they play outdoor because the other players would play indoor. So hindi po pumayag yung WTA po dyan.
Okay.
So the requirement is 3 courts. So yung court 1 and court 3, doon natin lalagay yung stands po.
Just for may natin there. So pagpasok niyo po dun sa main, not the main entrance with the office, dito po tayo sa kanan.
Yes, that's right. Tapos yung court 1, tatayuan natin ng stands po yun at Court 3. Yung center court in Court 2. So we'll be using also Court 4 and Court 6.
Court 1, Court 2, and Court 6. And then
Court
we
2,
will-
Court 4, and Court 6.
Court 2, Court 4, Court 6. And then we'll be adding bleachers then.
Yes. We'll build it on temporarily on Court 1 and Court 3. So kasya po doon ay 2,000.
Of course, you are the administrator, of course, of the facility, Chairman. Do you vouch for the fact na matatapos po lahat po yung mga quote-unquote refurbishing and improvements on time for the opening, not for the main draw, sir, but for the qualifying events? And then we give way to our...
Lahat ho nung Christmas vacation, cancelled na eh. Pag kulang pa rin ng oras, baka pwedeng makatulong na rin kayo. Pero we'll start, and if it has to be 24/7, 24/7, we can make that happen. Sabi ko nga, alam mo, a good example is why you've seen what we did in field sports.
Yes, sir.
In futsal.
Futsal, yes.
It's a world-class facility.
And
We did that in less than 60 days. Bigger. So this one, we can do it. It's tight, honestly, it's tight. But with our engineers, with the PSC team, with the support of Look and Feel, the group, with the support of CERTADS, with the cooperation with PhilTA, we can do it. Yes, I'm confident.
Maraming salamat po. And Merry Christmas.
Thanks, Bong. Let's pray that it doesn't rain because our courts need to be renovated. And thank you again to CHESA for releasing the funding for our renovation. Maraming salamat po. Yes?
Good morning. Actually, good afternoon.
Affiliation, please.
Lito Arena po, from Mabante. Gentlemen, in case that Alex missed the event, he moves on to the singles and doubles of the Australian Open. What are the other means or ways that our hosting will be noticed by the entire world? Kasi parang ano na to pre-SEA Games showdown to ng pre-Asian Games tournament yun. Ano yung mga maipapakita natin sa buong mundo na next time pupunta na sila dito sa Pilipinas?
Well, like we said earlier, the deadline for registration is on December 28. But I can tell you now, as of now, there are about at least 40 players that have already signed up, and their rankings, we're just not at liberty to give out the names yet until after the deadline. So after the deadline of December 28, then we will be at liberty to release who are the players who have signed up for the tournament. So there are many players who are ranked. Alex is the highest so far, but we also have a player who's ranked 53, 56, 60, 74, 90, up to the low 100s. So in this level, it's still super high, and we are 100% sure that all the kids that are so enthusiastic now about tennis will come. And since we announced the tournaments, we have so many people asking us like how to buy tickets, like where to watch. So we're quite confident that the level of tennis that you're going to see is going to be very high, and it will be very attractive. Johnny?
Yeah, I'd like to add also, aside from those 40 players, they're from 18 different countries.
Yeah.
So Canada, Mexico, Egypt, Belgium, China, Thailand, Serbia, Russia, Belarus, US, Spain, Japan, Great Britain, Bulgaria, Italy, France, and Indonesia. And to add to that, this WTA 125 is very important. If we don't host this now, then next year, if we host WTA 125, most likely there are more chances that Alex wouldn't play because she'll be in a higher ranking. And for us to be able to host a higher WTA, we have to start from the bottom.
Yes.
So just like the junior tournaments, there's no shortcut. We can't do WTA 250 right away or
Yeah.
WTA 500. So we have to start here. And if we do well, and if they notice that we can host, then they give us an extension of the franchise, and upgrade that franchise. So this is very important. And as we've seen with the number of interested players, we can say that partly we're already successful. But it's still a few weeks away, December 28. Ang dami na pong nag-sign up.
So we ask for your kind support to the media because you're really going to be helping us also to promote this event. And on our end naman, we're doing our best to, given the time constraint, to be able to produce a world-class hosting. But as John Ray said, yung unang pasok ka sa WTA, it's 1 to 5 level. And then after that, we get a rating, a review from the WTA, and they see whether they feel they can promote us to be able to host a WTA 250. So I think you've already heard our previous announcement, John Ray, that we are building a tennis facility in the new Clark City. And we're aiming to really also produce there a world-class tennis center with 10 hectares of property with our agreement. Chairman, Chairman can talk to us more about that.
Yeah. Actually, I was just telling Mayor John Ray, on December 16 at 11 a.m., we'll just coordinate with you. We will be in New Clark City because we will sign with the BCDA board the agreement, the Memorandum of Understanding agreement, MOA, for the Baguio sports facility, the 500 million sports facility inside Camp John A. Which is a very, very good project. Alam niyo po, simple lang to eh. Lupa ni BCDA, pondo ng PSC at ng mga kung sinong corporate sponsors na gusto pumasok, tapos sharing sa kita. Very simple, PPP, that is how it should be. And we will discuss that in detail on December 16 at 11 a.m. at the New Clark City. But also very exciting is the signing of the MOU because New Clark City, the facility of swimming and the facility of track and field will now be quote-unquote endorsed to the Philippine Sports Commission for the use of PATAFA and the Philippine Aquatics, PAI. Pwede nang gumamit ang national team, pwede nang gumamit ang mga atleta sa New Clark City because meron na tayong kasunduan with BCDA. So, meron rin hong 10 hektarya si Philippine Sports Commission doon, katabi po ng 10 hektarya ng PhilTA. You can just imagine what we can do with 20 hectares because for your guidance, Rizal is just 10 hectares and PhilSports is just 9 hectares. So this is double, parang PhilSports and Rizal combined in New Clark City, and we can have the world-class facilities there moving forward. So this is really very, very good for Philippine sports, mga kasama.
Thank you, Chairman. Yes? One more question.
To Chairman. Chairman, how are we going to dress up the Rizal Memorial? Kasi yung gilid ng Rizal Memorial inaayos, yung track and field inaayos. Yung kalsada natin papunta ron sa tennis court. Medyo pag naglakad ka, 5654, 5654. Historic staging to, Chairman. So, natatandaan ko, yung last World Team Cup pa yata yung last Women Tournament. Hindi ko na matandaan kung kaya. Paano po natin
Sa tulong po yan ng lahat ng ahensya ng gobyerno, narinig niyo po yung CHESA, they will help fund the renovation of the tennis courts because it's a sports tourism facility. Kausap po namin ni Mayor John Ray, si Secretary Vince Dizon, para yung ilatag ng maganda yung 5654 at para 6-footer ka na agad pag nasparkuhan yan. At ang sabi namin, kausap ko nga yung engineer namin, si Engineer Eman, si Engineer Vicky, kailangan simula sa bunga ng Rizal Memorial hanggang paglabas sa Ninoy Aquino Stadium sa dulo, ay maganda na po yung flooring niya. Inaayos rin ho namin yung pati yung entrance. Pag pumunta ho kayo sa Rizal, pati yung island, meron ng ginagawa ron. Pati ho yung welcome signage ng PSC, gagawin na ho yan. Magic hulaan yan. In the next 50 days, makikita nyo. Or maybe less, 45 days, makikita nyo. So, yun lang ang kapalit. Walang PSC empleyado na pwedeng magbakasyon ngayong Pasko. Pero kaya po yan, kaya po yan.
Hi, good morning. I'm Vigo from Atleta Filipina. Just two questions on the renovation and one about the fans. We have not heard the amount that's been disclosed for the renovation of the facilities.
Still work in progress, but siguro ballpark hindi po bababa ng 50 million yan, hindi po akyat. Siguro mga 50 to 70 million. But these are opportunities to really improve the result. Long overdue. And to see a world-class facility investing that amount, I think that is very reasonable. Very reasonable. So just analyze when you see the facility in the next couple of weeks, you will see sulit na sulit yan. Don't forget, no, isang kinakatakot po namin noon is that we will host a WTA, tapos 300 lang ang pwedeng manood, nagaling pa ang people. Pero ngayon, with 2,000 people or 2,300 people, I think that is big enough. Sabi nga ni Ma'am Del, di ba, in Hong Kong, that is also just the size of the facility.
I think the stadium is a bit bigger, like 3,000, but, pardon? Yeah, it's not over 3,000 for sure.
So hindi siya, ano. So that is lagay mo na, sige po, mga 75 million peso renovation, and when we say it's not just the tennis court, it's from the look and feel. By the time you enter the complex until you get out, it will be very nice. It has to look nice. It has to look world class. Mapapahiya tayo kung hindi eh. So I'm sure we have your support when it comes to that.
And how many courts do we have, or are we building new ones?
No, we're using the existing courts. The requirement of WTA 125 is only 3 courts and 2 practice courts. So for the tournament courts, we'll be using court 2, court 4, and court 6. And for the practice courts, we'll be using court 5 and the center court. And just to add to the earlier query, the requirement for the crowd of WTA 125 is only 750. So, meron tayong 2,000 plus the other less.
And when is the deadline before you announce that the other venue will be the alternate venue?
There's no alternate venue.
It's really Rizal Memorial.
It's really Rizal Memorial. So that's the one that is also approved by WTA. We need to get their approval before we decide. And they decided on Rizal Memorial.
And the question about fans naman. So what's the plan for the fan service, like the ticketing, and like how can fans engage with our players?
Tonette, you want to answer that? Tonette will answer regarding the tickets.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. For the tickets, we're still finalizing who will be doing it, but we're doing it with a third party, so it's modern, with QR codes and all. And the tickets won't be expensive, so don't worry about that. And then we're going to have a fan zone in the baseball field. So we're going to have activities there related to tennis and hosted by our sponsors plus concessionaires, and mini tennis for those little kids who want to learn how to play tennis.
So if Alex plays, we have a good problem. Where are we going to put all the people, right? So that's a nice problem. You might, just to add to what everyone has said, so many of you might be wondering, if you're familiar with the Rizal Memorial Tennis Center, we do have a center court there. Okay, but the rule of the WCA is that if you play one match indoor, all the other tournament courts have to be indoor. So we were not able to comply with that yet, and we also toyed around with the idea of making the Rizal Memorial Basketball Stadium and the Nina Aquino as the competition courts, but Yeah, so what was approved was the Rizal Memorial. So that's why our covered court is going to be used as a practice court. It passes naman as a practice court. And I really like what Mark said. I really like what you said na if we can't convince foreigners to come to the Philippines yet, we can force them to come via our world-class sports hosting. Ako, for one, I really believe that the Philippines should be the #1 tourist destination in Asia. I really do. Having all of us have traveled, we've seen how hospitable we are, how maabilidad ang mga tao natin. We speak English, right? So I think that making foreigners come via sports in the beginning would just be the start of an influx of tourists to all our beautiful sites around the country.
Okay. Good afternoon, Gapera Sports Corner, People's Talima. Isa lang tanong ko with Chairman and of course kay Mayor John Ray. With this upcoming hosting of the WTA 125 Philippine Women's Open, it will be a big boost ba para dito sa ating tennis program natin? Kasi marami tayong mga bagong standouts. Apart from Alex Ayala, which is currently world number 50, meron din tayo mga iba't ibang mga tennis stars na nagsimula po sa grassroots, like sila Kenny Madis and of course si Steph Aduto, na maglalaro din ng SEA Games. And what is the preparation now ng ating Philippine tennis team para dito sa ating paparating na SEA Games sa Thailand? I'll start with Mayor.
Yeah, definitely, no? We have a lot of talent, especially dun sa mga probinsya. Kaya lang hindi sila nakaka-experience, makalaro internationally, at makita yung talagang mga galing na players. So once they experience, see them live, so nandyan yung inspiration. Pero hindi naman doon natatapos yung programa po natin sa Philippine Tennis Association, ganoon rin sa PSC. We're actually building the whole ecosystem. Kaya nga tuloy-tuloy mga pag-train natin, certify ng mga coaches po natin, pagtulong dun sa mga atleta po natin. Napaka-importante na lumabas sila, makalaro dun sa mga international tournaments. That's why right now we're hosting an international junior tournament. At tuloy-tuloy yung mga local tournaments natin. Halos every week meron tayong local tournaments sa buong bansa. So, importante dyan yung buong ecosystem. If you talk about Alex Ayala, kaya siya naging successful at 13 pa lang. She experienced playing abroad. In fact, she stayed in Spain. She had good coaches, a good support team. So, you need to build that whole ecosystem. At kasama dun sa whole ecosystem natin, yung binanggit ni Chairman na National Tennis Center po natin dun sa New Clark City, wherein we can host events and we can train those we scout, the good players that we scout all over the Philippines, and they can also study there. Then nandun na rin po yung National Academy of Sports. So kulang po yung mga estudyante po doon. Alam ko, capacity doon dapat 800, sa 400 pa lang sila. At when I went there, I talked to Executive Director Joy to promote tennis, to include tennis as one of their sports program. Ang problema, walang tennis court. So pag natayo natin to, ay yan, mas maraming opportunity makapaglaro at mag-train natin yung mga dapat natin i-train. So importante dyan yung whole ecosystem na katuwang po natin siyempre yung PSC, DOC, and different agencies po. Kasama na rin po yung TIESA.
Additional thoughts po, Good Chairman. Thank you. Additional thoughts dun sa sinabi ni Mayor.
Botong-boto ako. Agree ako kay Mayor Gab.
I think that aside from our junior program that we hope to start in New Clark City, as Chairman Pato has been telling us, the PSC is also building regional training centers in the Visayas and Mindanao, where a lot of our tennis talents are coming from. Sa tennis talaga marami sa mga good players natin like si Iggy Bantino, si Nino Alcantara, si Tenny Madis, lahat yan nanggaling sa probinsya. So the regional training centers, Chairman, will really help a bit to be, will really help a lot to be able to scout our talents from the provinces, so that they don't have to naman uproot from their probinsya and move to the Philippines. Kasi sa tennis, talagang you really have to be serious. 10 years old, 11, kailangan medyo full-time ka na. Any more?
Brian Landay po from the Philippine Star. I know definitely we're gunning for the 250 next year, but this 125, will it be an annual part of the WTA calendar, and how does that work kung hindi man? Paano po tayo magiging kumbaga bahagi ng annual calendar ng WTA? Thank you.
Yes, when they gave the franchise, kasama dyan yung option to renew for the next 2 years. But I'd just like to correct yung kaibigan po natin. Hindi ko naman sure yung masyado nyo kami pressure. Hindi pa sure yung 250. Kasi hindi pa pasa po yung Rizal Memorial sa 250. So depende po yan if we have a new venue and if we do well this time. Kaya sabi ko kanina, napaka-importante na maging memorable at successful itong event na to para may chance tayo dun sa mas malaking WTA 250 later on.
Okay, follow po. Doon po sa National Tennis Center, what's her timeline? Hanggang breaking na ba? Kailan po matatapos ito?
Well, yung timeline sana matagal na. Oo, kahapon pa. Kaya lang, alam mo yung problema parati natin yung pondo. Okay? So, we're working on it. We're talking to different agencies. Sumulat rin tayo sa Senado. Yung mga kaibigan po natin doon, baka masama dun sa budget po natin. And yun, 10 hectares yun. So, malaking bagay. We can plan it well, no, to international standards. So, napaka-importante nung training center po na yun.
Mark Monteo po dito po. Will follow lang kayo po din. Ma'am, apart from Alex po, nag-sign na po ba sila Manis, Rivera, Aludo? Okay na po ba mga?
Madis, Tenny Madis, and Shira Rivera. Well, kasi kahit sa qualifying, kailangan may WTA ranking. So, actually, kung babasehan lang yung no ranking nila, hindi sila ma-accept kahit sa qualifying. Pero meron kaming 2 wild card sa qualifying, and we also have 4 wild cards in the main draw as the host. So, we're still trying to see kung sino yung bibigyan namin ng wild card. But Tenny probably has a good chance because she's our #1 ranked player locally. So, but we'll decide all that after the deadline of entries.
Last question, clarification. Bong Pedro Alves, Malayan. Assuming Alex, all things considered, plays, is she confined only to the singles play? Because we also remember we also have the doubles competition, and possibly who may her partner be, or will we know later there?
So the main draw for the singles starts on Monday, so the sign-in would be on Sunday. So her deadline to sign in for the singles would be on Sunday. Now the doubles, she can also play. It starts on Tuesday, so it just really depends on how far she goes, because she's also playing doubles in AO. But we are also
She's
also playing doubles in AO. But we also plan to keep a wild card for her in doubles, singles and doubles. As to who her partner would be, that we cannot know yet, because it's too far off. And I guess her partner would also be last minute, because syempre, if you tell them, I'm gonna play, you wanna play doubles with me? I have a wild card in Manila. Pero if I advance in AO, sorry. We still have to figure out, that's the kind of dynamics in the women's tour. And players are kind of used to that, so we'll see. It's still super early lang naman. But yeah.
My final question is for Secretary Lapid. Because as you said, this is a big, major sports tourism event. Because we were fortunate and privileged with Ms. Diane to cover the last successful World Junior Gymnastics Championships at the Marriott Manila Hotel. Sorry for the inadvertent introduction. Maraming tao po nagpunta. There was a fan zone. What ancillary activities do you plan and to turn the Rizal Memorial Sports Complex, especially near the training center, as a festive atmosphere? May booths pa kayo doon, may concessionaires pa kayo doon, may other things that will really hype up and give a festive January atmosphere po. Kumbaga, extended ng Christmas sa 26 to 31. Secretary natin. Yun na po. Maraming salamat.
Thank you. First po, correction lang. COO po ako, baka magalit yung secretary ko. Ang secretary ko, Secretary Cristina Garcia.
Chief Operating Officer. Sige.
Yeah. Technically kami, for CHESA, kami yung infrastructure and investment arm ng Department of Tourism. So for the things that you were asking a while ago, for what are the different activities, it will be the Department of Tourism, regional NCR, department who will handle. So they're planning to bring, of course, a lot of showcase, festivities. Aside from booths, diba? We all know how we do it in the tourism. So I think that's their part. On our part, for CHESA, we will be funding yung sa construction, which we will be turning over I hope by Monday. The check will be ready because we were able to approve it last Tuesday, or Wednesday, actually Wednesday lang. So may transfer na namin yung funds so that they can immediately implement the rehabilitation of the courts. And I think for the questions whether, dagdagan ko na ma'am, it's not my problem. But I think the question for whether Alex would play or not, I think the important thing is we were granted to host. We were recognized, and of course we wish Alex na dun sa mataas na nandun, but of course he would love to be here on our part. But we need to help each other talaga and try to really show everyone that we are capable and we can do it. Yan lang po. On our part, rest assured, of course, the Department of Tourism has something in line, preparation for booths, especially for local products that we have, that we can showcase for different tourists. Iba-iba ho yan, from clothes, from foods, and everything that they can take home, bring home to their country. And I think that would, the main objective for the tourism industry, our sector, is to give a lasting impression so that we can convince them to come here, whether there's a sporting event or not, just for vacation, they can come. And that's our target for us on the tourism industry. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. And as Tats and Don and Chairman have been emphasizing, because admittedly we're short of time, so our priority talaga is to get the field of play to meet the standard and to be world class. So, but you know how the Filipinos are, especially with the support of March and the DOT and all the other agencies. We plan really to make the experience, what they call the player and fan experience, very Filipino and very memorable, that hopefully they'll be posting on Instagram the whole week and even after. So we're gonna convert the baseball field of the Rizal Memorial to what we're gonna call the tennis village and fan zone. And we're gonna have a lot of interactive activities there with the Philippine Fiesta theme. And we're hoping with the help of Ma'am Beth also, we're going to hopefully have some nice, what do you call that, Filipiniana outfits for the winners and nice trophies also. Maraming salamat. Okay, with that, we'd like to, we're so thankful for the enthusiasm we've shown. It means so much. And we're going to be serving lunch